What's up you guys, Robert here again for another TovarGuitar video lesson. Today we're going to do the song To a Friend by Alexisonfire. This was a request by Cryptic Gaming, so thank you Cryptic Gaming for requesting this one. If you want to make a request, make sure to subscribe to my channel, drop your comment with the request, and I just might get to it. Also, if you like the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Follow me on social media, I post there pretty much every day, and don't forget to get the tabs for this video lesson and many others at my Patreon page. I'm going to link the way to find me in the description below. Anyways, the song's not too difficult, you guys. You pretty much just need a tune to drop D, and that's about it. So let's get right into it. Okay, so that's pretty much the intro. So there are some chords behind that which we'll get to, but the first two chords in the very beginning, it's basically like a kind of a C shape here. It's actually a C major 7. So you just basically play a C chord without your index finger, strung from 5 to 1. And then you just slide those two fingers up a whole step to the D position here. Same exact thing. The only thing is you're going to want to do some volume swells. So you can do it with the volume knob of your guitar, but it's much easier if you do it with a volume pedal. So I have a volume pedal right here so you guys can see exactly how I do it. Take some practice to get the timing right, because you got to get it to sound nice and even. So just, work with it and eventually you'll kind of get the desired effect of a nice consistent swell. So here's nice and easy, just like that. Okay, and then it just comes in with full-on distortion, and you're basically going to play octaves here: 7th fret 5th string, 9th fret 3rd string, and again you're going to block from pretty much all the strings you're not going to want to hear out with your index finger. So that's the 6th string. You're going to kind of touch it a little bit if you can, and then just lay it flat to touch the other strings, and then you should be able to just strum through. And you're going to play 16th notes, so it's 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and a 3E. And every 2 measures you're gonna pretty much accent that D over here, just sliding it back. So you're gonna count 2 measures. And every 4 measures you're gonna wanna accent the D over here, so you're gonna wanna count 4. So 1, 2. In at the end, just like that. And also I should mention that there is a little bit of bending on the 2 notes, just a little bit to make it sound slightly off. Not a lot, not that much, just barely, just like tug on them slightly. Okay, now the chords behind that are really straightforward. It's just the power chord here on the 2nd fret and the open. So that's pretty much it. That's the intro. So let's get into the first verse. Okay, so that first verse, it's basically just repeating that octave riff. So just like before, the octaves from the previous section, but I'm gonna give you the the root on the fret based on my index finger, so we're gonna start on the 7th fret. So this one will be 2 frets over and 2 strings down. And same thing, just block off all the other strings. So from 7, 10 to 2 to 10 to 9, then 10, 7. Then to start over, you go 5, 5, 7, slide a 7. That's pretty much it. That's the first verse. So let's get into the chorus. Okay, so pretty much the chorus is just that chord progression with these notes above it. So those chords are really easy. It's just a C chord like before, but this time we're only going to get from 5 to 3. 5 then D, open D, just bottom 3. 2nd fret, bottom 3. And then as a kind of passing chord, a D again, but you can get it here on the 5th fret, 5th string if you want, or open. It's up to you. Okay, so here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Do it 4 times. Okay, pretty straightforward right there. These notes over here are also pretty straightforward. So the first one is, it's just the 3rd and 2nd string on all of them, by the way. So the first one is 7th fret 3rd, 8th fret 2nd, 2 and 3 and 4, and then you're gonna get 7 on both. You just bar the index finger, 2 and 3 and 4, and then your 3rd finger is gonna grab the 9th fret on the 3rd, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to the just the 7th fret with the 2. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 just repeats pretty much the 4 times that previous chord progression plays through. So anyways, let's get into the next part. Okay, so for the next verse, there's that riff, and you know, to get it to sound exactly the way they're playing it, you're gonna want a lot of reverb. I have the reverb maxed out on my amp, but it's not really enough. You're gonna need probably a reverb pedal, or if you have a amp with really good reverb, you know, that'd be good, and some delay. Not a whole lot of delay, but some delay, and it'll sound real echoey with the reverb and the delay. Anyways, so here are the notes. So it goes. So that's 7 on the 5th, 8 on the 4th, I'm sorry, 10 on the 4th, 9 on the 4th, then 7 on the 4th, then you slide back to the 5th on the 4th, and then 7, 5 again on the 4th, and you might want to do a hammer like that. Then you jump up to the next string, and it's 7, 5, 7, then 5 on the 4th, then 7 on the 5th. Again, nice and slow. I'm gonna do just that part. Okay. Immediately after that part and those notes, it's gonna get 15 on the first, 14, then 12 on the second. Okay, and then it'll do this riff again. This time it won't proceed with the high notes over here. It'll just kind of hang out there for a little bit. Then it starts it again. And this is one more time. Then it gets into the next part, which is pretty much just like the first verse, just a little bit faster. So let's get to that. Okay, so that's the next part of that second verse, which is pretty much the same exact notes as the first verse, except they're just picked with eighth notes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, just like that. And it does it 3 times. Here on the third time. Time it just keeps staying on that 7th fret, and you want to speed it up to 16th notes if possible, and that's pretty much that part. So let's get to the next part. Okay, so that bridge part is just like the intro of the song. So I'm not even going to go over that first part, but pretty much the second half of it, it just goes... It just starts accenting basically from the 7th and 5th fret with those octaves. That's pretty much it, pretty straightforward. So let's get into the way the song ends. Okay, so that last part is just 4 chords, and it's basically just going to be notes on the 5th and 4th string, and you're just going to strum from 5 to 1 on all of them. So the first 2 you already know, it's from the beginning, it's that C major 7, the D, then here we're going to go to an E minor type shape here, basically with your 3rd finger on the 7th fret 5th string and your index on the 5th fret 4th. And then really quickly as a passing chord to this G shape over here on 10th fret 5th, 9th fret 4th, and then you just start over. And this one you only get every other time. The other thing is it's also going to be volume swells. So the best way to get volume swells I find is if you strum and have the volume pedal all the way back so you don't hear the strumming of the strings. And then you get it up quickly, and then when you start getting a lot of volume, you slow it down. So you don't want to get is you don't want to get the sound of the strings like this. See, that doesn't really work. See that? Exact same time, not good. So you really want to get this first and then slowly go up. So here's the second time through. You get that passing chord again. And the last time through, it just ends on that D. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's the whole song. And that's how you play To a Friend by Alexisonfire. If you guys like the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you guys want to make a request, make sure to subscribe to my channel first, then drop your comment with the request. I just might get to it. Don't forget to grab the tabs for this and many other songs on my Patreon page. I'll post that with social media on the way to find me in the description below. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.